So Kobe's last game is on Wednesday against Memphis. Their record 16-65. The second worst record in the league right now. Is unbelievable. There's one time that, the Lakers were unstoppable. But Kobe, man, put in this time, 19 seasons, 19 years. He's ruled the game for a long time, and he's on his way out. And I want to compare this to artists who pretty much was at the top of their game maybe 4 or 5 years ago, or going back to maybe 7 years ago, and now they're on their way out as well. Let's get 2 artists from you, Jared.
First one I thought of was Wayne. Okay. And I know Collie Grove, that was definitely a good shot in the arm. But definitely before that, it was like it just seemed like, I think, the run's over.
He's on his way out.
And like he was like Kobe, where it's just like, you're on top for so long. You're the main attraction for, Wayne for Cash Money or Young Money, and Kobe for the Lakers. And for both of them, they had a great run. But you just kind of eventually, it's just not your time anymore. Yeah. I remember Wayne even saying that when I think when Control dropped, and this is 2-3 years ago now, Wayne was like, yeah, you know what? I don't even vie for best rapper alive anymore. Like that's not me anymore. I let the younger guys, because Wayne's like almost in his mid-30s now. But not to say he's not a legend anymore. Not to say, I wouldn't even say, it's not like I don't want to hear music from him again. It's just, his peak, his run's over. But it'll be interesting to see where he goes. It's not like they're not athletes. They're always going to stay making music.
Still,
even Jay-Z, when he said he retired, he was still putting out music before he unretired. And the other one was Rose.
Rose?
Yeah,
you think his run is over?
I think the whole Maybach run's over.
Oh man, Rose.
Wow, that's a topic we should talk about later on.
Yeah, but Rose was 5-6 years ago. I think with Teflon Don, top of the game, just like when Kobe and the Lakers beat the Celtics. Right. I think it was that same summer.
I think I'm sorry. I just think that timing, that the whole South was popping back then when Ross was popping,
when Jeezy was popping, Gucci was popping.
Yeah, no, that's true. But it just seemed like you just kind of got the feeling like he made it seem like this run's never gonna end, and you knew it would.
Right.
But it was fun, like listening to a guy
to buy into.
Yeah, it was just fun to buy into, like we're rich forever.
Yeah.
That kind of belief.
Yeah.
And I just, his album a couple months ago, it came and went. Black Market. There's songs I like off of it.
Right.
But it just seemed like, and culturally, now like talking about both of them, Wayne and Ross, like they were, for the time when they were on top, they were the ones making the move first, right? They would do something and everyone else would copy. Now it just seems like, when you're out of your prime, it's the young guys that do something and then you kind of latch onto it. You're following them because you're not the one like, down having to, recreate yourself because you've already done it.
You've proven yourself.
You don't really have to prove anything anymore.
Right.
It doesn't take away from either of them. So those are my 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I thought about Jay-Z immediately.
I did too.
And for personal reasons, I only have one artist, but I thought for Jay-Z mostly because like if you want to put Jay-Z in this room where Biggie is the best rapper alive, then you could say Michael Jordan's the greatest player alive. And so when you see Kobe come to the end of his reign and Jay-Z, we're not sure if he's ever going to make another album. There's been rumors lately, but it's been years. He just hopped on a track, and I don't even think he said those 2 bars for that song. I think they were just sitting around somewhere, and threw them into the track. So it's like there's a chance that we may never get another Jay-Z album. But when you talk about the run, when you talk about as long as they've been around, and then personally being my favorite player and my favorite rapper of all time, I see that connection being, that I see Jay-Z being, the Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan's Biggie. And
that's good. I like that.
And yeah, that's the way I see it happening. But it's sad, it's sad to think that I will never see Kobe Bryant on the hardwood again, nor hear Jay-Z on another album. Like, this is, one of my friends posted on Facebook, he was like, this is, growing up, he's seeing these 2 guys, like, maybe stepping away from what we know them to do so well, and just so we can only look to the future. But yeah, that's my artist.
Seeing guys get old.
Yeah.